Guys, I am back with another foundation review. We are in number 7. This is actually like, I had planned to do like each brand, just that brand and then the next brand and then the next brand, but I found that I got a kind of bored doing that. So I decided to just pick up foundations, any brand that caught my eye, and then I would just put them into a playlist of for their own brand. Okay, so, but I still am interested in the number 7 brand because I just don't hear very much about it. I've seen this brand in Target and Walgreens stores, and of course you can get it online. But today I have the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation. It says for all skin types, coverage, medium, non-stop complexion perfection, all day wear. Sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 15, hypoallergenic, 1 fluid ounce. Alright, so it's looks like this comes in a little box. Nice. Again, I cannot stand these weird names for shades. Like, I can understand the shade Alabaster because Alabaster stone is white. So that makes sense. But Calico, like, I don't know, I guess I should probably look that up before I start mouthing off. But, you know, I had a cat that was a calico and she was 3 different colors. So I don't, and then calico fabric is usually made up of like a floral pattern. So I don't know. So anyway, that kind of annoys me. Like, would just say, just make it easy for us, you know, light, dark, medium, very light, you know, that would be just great. All right, so if I can get into this box, we'll talk about this. I haven't even opened this at all. I don't know anything at all about this foundation. Ooh, pretty fancy. I think the packaging is pretty fancy on this one. This cap looks like it's almost like a pewter or like a gunmetal gray. It's not, yeah, it's like a charcoal but shiny color. So it is a really nice bottle, frosted glass, very nice. Again, I haven't heard anything, oops, I haven't heard anything about this foundation, so we're just gonna see. It seems like it's gonna be pretty creamy, so we're just gonna pump this guy out. It does have a pump. Let me make sure this is, do I have to open this? No. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's get one more little pump. So you can see it's kind of runny, not crazy, but seems like it's going to be kind of thin. And I feel like since it's kind of thin, it's going to be a little bit difficult for my sponge to pick it up. It'll just kind of soak in. So I'm going to just dot this on. The color actually looks really good. Looks like a good color match. Let's see what we got for coverage. Now the claim is medium coverage. It has that same smell as the Airbrush Away foundation, which I have a review on. Do you want to take a look at that? Okay, so I don't know. I feel like I kind of put a lot on, and I don't know if maybe my sponge just absorbed most of it, or I think that might be what's happening. I don't know. Yeah, I think the sponge is kind of absorbing this. So I have a feeling the brush might be better. We'll see. We'll do the other side with the brush. Alright, so there's one half. This actually is reminding me a little bit of the, even the smell of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. Whoa. Which I did not like at all. I feel like I'm getting hardly any coverage. I'm going to build this up a little bit, like around my eyes. It's pretty light coverage. I can see everything through it. Yeah, I would consider this to be light coverage. So again, these foundations, they can just say whatever they want, you know. They can just say full coverage and it doesn't even have to be full coverage. Okay, I don't know, I'm thinking we need to get some light in here. No, it doesn't really matter. I'm just not getting good lighting today. I don't know. So yeah, for coverage, I'm seeing probably highlight coverage, not even medium coverage. Let's try the other side. Put my shade back up so I don't get a bunch of, wow, just got makeup on my sun visor, y'all. That's nice. My husband's gonna be like, what's that? All right, let's try the brush on the other side. Yeah, I already feel like I like the brush application better. Put a little bit more. Yeah, this undertone like seems like it's good. It's kind of going a pretty long way though. Well, I don't know. I guess I got almost a whole pump loaded into my brush right now. I feel like it is going to be a little bit too dark because it is kind of beigey. I don't know if you can kind of see. Like, it almost matches. It's almost like the perfect shade, but like almost like half a shade too dark, something like that. Like, it's a good undertone and would match me if it was like one shade lighter, is what I feel like. And again, I'm assuming this is the lightest shade because I'm not really sure what shade Calico is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's kind of smelling like that Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, which I was not a fan of. I just don't like it when you can kind of see the pigment on your skin. And yeah, like this one, like, I don't know, it's like, you can see all the brush strokes. That's not giving a lot of good coverage. It's just, you can just see it kind of sitting on your skin, and I don't like that. So as of right now, I do not like this one as much as the Wet n Wild at all. And I want to say, hold on, I've got the receipt. Let's see. Yeah, this one was at Target. This was $15.99. $15.99. Now, that just seems like pretty pricey for number one for a drugstore foundation, and number two for a drugstore foundation that's just not that great. Like, at this point in time, I will wear this for the rest of the day, but I'm like not wowed by this at all. The finish is fine. It just seems like it's more matte than the Airbrush Away one. I like the finish of the Airbrush Away foundation better than this one. This one is supposed to be, let's see, it says medium coverage. Meh, I don't think so. It's supposed to be long-lasting foundation for a naturally flawless complexion with super staying power. Well, we'll see. This comfortable foundation feels lightweight and breathable and gives an even-toned, smooth complexion. It's okay. It can be relied on to stay perfect up to 17 hours of wear, weatherproof and transfer-proof. Oh, this says you're supposed to use your fingers or a sponge, but I don't like the sponge application because it soaks up a lot of the product. So I think I'm not going to use my fingers with this foundation. I'm not going to like the way that feels. That's personal preference, but I'm not going to do that. So all right, so we've got, I'm going to say light coverage. It's not highlight. It's just light coverage. Yeah, and it doesn't really say like what kind of finish it's supposed to give, but it's more on the matte side, I would say. There's not a lot of light reflecting off my skin at all. The Airbrush Away foundation had like a really pretty airbrush effect. You know, it was almost like a soft focus. It was really pretty. The finish of it was really pretty, but again, that one didn't have very great coverage, and the shade was still too dark for me. So okay, let's give you guys a close-up look. You know, you can just really see everything. It's not making my pores look amazing. It's just, for $15.99, I would not go out of my way to pick this up. But I will wear it for the rest of the day, and I will let you guys know in the description how it lasted. And, you know, if it oxidizes, my full thoughts, I'll let you know in the description below. when I get all my thoughts together on it, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.